Hey everybody, it's Chris, MTGO's Rex Star, and we're going to wrap up this week's episode of Show and Tell with a video showing AJ Impey's bizarre Shapeshifter Feldegriff deck, which is going to get the Kill 20 of your opponent's creatures achievement. And the way he's going to do this is going to be very apparent. But what he's got is he's making use of a couple of key cards, namely the Twisted Aether and Curse of Death's Hold, which, along with Forbidden Orchard, are going to allow him to create scenarios where A, he racks up a bunch of creature kills, and B, the Twisted Aether is going to allow him to turn that Forbidden Orchard into a no drawback situation. In fact, when he has two Twisted Aethers out, it's going to basically whittle around Mia Hitler's entire board. And at the outstart, let me also note that Mia Hitler leading on Forest, Crimson Zenith, Dryad Arbor is certainly among the most, well, let's just say that's not what I was expecting from Mia Hitler. I don't know if I've ever known him to play mono green, eschewing his normal suite of zillions and zillions of removals. But he does indeed lead off with that. Into a Colonian Tusker, 3/3 for 2. Deck can certainly bring the beats. Got a lot of undercosted guys in that tribe. I can certainly see the appeal. So AJ's dropped a Taurian Mauler. And another Colonian Tusker from the opponent, so that Mauler gets up to 3/3. AJ's life total down to 10 now. He's going to cast a Chameleon Colossus so we can try to stay alive here. That Rancor on the Tusker is going to prove a little problematic. He's going to beat in with a couple of guys, and he ends up deciding to double block on the Lumbering Baloth. That takes out the Taurian Mauler. And now he's got a pretty good board here, but strangely enough, Mia Hitler, right before passing the turn, says, I die to Zenith, and what, of course, does AJ draw? Black Sun's Zenith. A sweeper that AJ likes quite a bit. One creature has already died, and we are going to see several more die right here. 2 spirits plus a Dryad Arbor. And the Chameleon Colossus is going to trade there. The Rancor will get replayed. And Curse of Death's Hold is going to take out both of those guys. AJ sees now that he's in position to go for this combo. Now, of course, Curse of Death's Hold making the Forbidden Orchard no drawback. In fact, every time he taps it, he's going to get one more towards the 20 that he needs for the achievement. And then there's Twisted Aether, which every time a creature enters the battlefield, its controller sacrifices a land or a creature. And of course, the token created by Forbidden Orchard is, I believe, under the new rulings, owned by the person who owns Forbidden Orchard. But it is, in fact, controlled, or they may have recently changed that. I'm not sure. But in any event, it's controlled by the person it enters control under. So that forces them to either immediately sacrifice that creature or sacrifice a land. And as you'll see in a second, once he has multiples of those going up, it turns tapping Forbidden Orchard into basically a land destruction spell or a Diabolic Edict. Nevertheless, Mia Hitler does a pretty good job here in trying to fight him down. Gets AJ all the way down to 1 there. But here you're going to see he puts another one out and then is able to use the the Forbidden Orchard to make him sack both permanents. He's up to 15 kills now. The Feldegriff is quite nice also, again, with those things because it puts creatures into play under your opponent's control, which are irrelevant to Curse of Death's Hold and with these Tainted Ethers. And once AJ is going to get to 20 creatures and get the achievement here, Mia Hitler will scoop. He is completely locked out of this game. So very, very strange build from AJ. 72 cards. But very interesting. Even by his standards, this one probably goes into his greatest hits file, I'd have to say. But anyways, congrats, AJ, on the achievement. And that'll wrap up the video content for this week's show and tell. And I will not be at the event this weekend. I'm going to be out of town, but I will see everybody hopefully next week.